Good Tuesday evening to you guys, or perhaps early Wednesday morning. I'm Ryan, Michigan Storm Chasers. Current time 11:09 p.m. here, Tuesday evening. Late night crew, where are you guys at? Shout out to you guys in the comment section. Apologies, did not get a video out earlier today. We're back here in the evening, cranking out this video here. So this may, depending on how many people see this, may go for our daily video tomorrow as well. Not too much happening in terms of coverage in the short term, but I do want to pop on here and give you guys a final information on lake effect snow that is ongoing currently into tomorrow. Let's go ahead and dive in. First, I want to start the video by saying a shout out to our sponsor of the video, Pro Powder. For all your powder coating needs, please call Pro Powder 269-637-8722. They are based out of the South Haven area. Thank you to Pro Powder for sponsoring today's YouTube video. We do have lake effect snow ongoing here in Michigan. Let's go ahead and take a full screen look. This is the accumulation map here on the HRRR. Looking at the accumulation between now and tomorrow morning, we're seeing a very good increase of lake effect snow right around that sunrise tomorrow, Wednesday timeframe. So by the time you guys are watching this, probably in the heart of it, honestly, unless you're catching this before sunrise. But after sunrise, we're looking at right around the heaviest rates here. That'll continue into the afternoon and evening hours of Wednesday, and then it'll calm down by the time we get into the very early portion of Thursday. So right around midnight Wednesday into Thursday, if you want to be exact. When all is said and done, we have accumulation here of roughly anywhere from an inch, a dusting, all the way up here, potentially getting as much as 6 or maybe perhaps 7 or 8 inches in spots, especially just to the west of Traverse City there, and also up here by Munising, Marquette areas, just east of Marquette. We're seeing some 2 to 4 and also a little bit higher corridors there in purple and pink of 4 to 6, perhaps isolated 8 inches in spots. So when all is said and done here, forecast map that we have available to you guys was posted on Facebook earlier. If you guys don't follow us on Facebook, would highly recommend doing so. It is where all our stuff goes usually first. Unless you're a member, then members get these maps first. But overall, these are posted on our Facebook before they get to YouTube. Please go follow us if you have not done so already. We have a 3 to 8 area up by Munising, between Marquette and Munising to be exact. 2 to 4 on the western side of the UP, 1 to 3 in inland, Trace to 2 there. And then as we get further to the east toward Grand Marais, Newberry, Sault Ste. Marie, it kind of drops off there, 2 to 4, 1 to 3-ish. Further south here, looking at trace accumulation up in the thumb, up by Alpena as well. Anywhere in the lower part of Michigan could end up with a snow shower or two, perhaps a trace in some spots of snow sticking to the ground. Further west by Traverse City, we're going with 3 to 6, but we're isolating high or hatching it for isolated higher amounts there. At least 1 6-inch report is likely out of that area, but not too many people are going to see higher than 6. So we went ahead and went 3 to 6 there. Further south there, because this is more of a north-south oriented lake effect event, it's not going to spread too far inland, keeping the accumulation close to the lakeshore areas. 2 to 4s are called down by the Holland to the Benton Harbor areas down there in Allegan, Van Buren, and perhaps Berrien counties. Let's go ahead and dive into the long term here. Talking about our next system. We've been tracking this for a little bit, kind of keeping an eye on both major models, GFS and European models, of how we're going to be looking in terms of our Friday and Saturday system. Right now, the GFS model, go ahead and pop this full screen again for you guys. GFS model on, or first up here, we'll look at the European next. So GFS model currently has us completely clear, just like effect snow continuing, high pressure overhead. That's going to continue to dominate the region until we have a system working up this way around the Friday timeframe. Now, if you have friends and family who live in Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, or Western Mississippi, they are under a winter storm watch for 2 to 6 inches of snow with this system. It's going to originate down in Texas. It's going to come up our way. The GFS model is a little bit further north still. It does impact Michigan right around Friday with a light coating of snow. That'll continue into the Saturday morning time frames before that moves out into the East Coast. And then attention still turns to a second system, a Clipper system, that's going to move into our area here as well behind this. So 2 shots here, potential keyword there, potential, I'll say it again, is I lost train of thought there. 2 potential systems working through here, one for Friday into Saturday morning. This is Saturday afternoon here. That will continue to push east-southeastward, and bam, we get a coating of light snow yet again Sunday afternoon and evening. So potential for two systems there. Let's look at the European solution. Here is the European solution. We're looking at the exact same area of high pressure to our north. That'll dominate there. Lake effect snow today. That continues off to the east. And then here comes our system from the south and west. Bulk of the European model suggests the heavier snow here in dark blue areas will stay to our south. But do notice that Michigan is in lighter snow, so perhaps a light coating of snow here according to the European. And then how does that look in terms of second system moving through a bit later? There's our clipper. Here it comes through, impacts Michigan. A little bit later timing. This is early Monday morning, so overnight Sunday into Monday morning for that second system. But overall, 2 shots of snow possible. Is this going to be a significant winter storm? No. Is it going to be possible that the first system misses us? Yes. It's very likely that we're going to have probably an inch or two accumulation spots in Michigan by the time we get to Tuesday. Yeah. But in terms of significant accumulation, 6+ inches, it's not looking likely. In terms of accumulation, let's look at the GFS here. Let's go ahead and take a peek here at the Ohio Valley region here. I was not going to do this, but we'll do it just for the sake of things here. It's a little bit later on in the evening, so we're going to kind of dive a little bit deeper in. So GFS model, in terms of what it's saying for accumulation with the first system here, we're seeing a blanketed. Let's go ahead and back this up here to the appropriate time frame. So starting with the beginning, and let's go ahead and run this out here into the overnight period. Lake effect snow there for our lake effect belts. That's what's showing up now. Here comes a system from the south, and this is what GFS says for the first system. We're seeing widespread 2 to 4 or so, 1 to 2, maybe 3 in spots. South Michigan, further north there you go into mid Michigan, about an inch or so, perhaps a thumb, 1 or 2 up there. So again, not going to be significant. And again, most of the snow on the west side of Michigan and up in the UP came from our lake effect. So that's not going to be included with this system. Let's go ahead and run this through the Clipper system. Let's go ahead and run this through. Here comes the Clipper system from the north, and it dumps another inch or 2 of snow. And then there is a lake effect response behind that. We're going to watch that into Monday and Tuesday. But when all is said and done, notice with 2 systems, we're still only at about 1 to 3 or so at most across the state. So perhaps just enough to coat the grass for the first time ever for you guys in Southeast Michigan as a potential. European, though, is a little less aggressive with its solution. Here's the European model. Let's go ahead and back this up here. Let's go ahead and look at the lake effect today. There's your lake effect. Here comes the system up from the south, and here is what the European says for that southern system. The bulk of the snow does stay to our south in Indiana and Ohio, but still it does put an inch or 2 down across much of southern and central lower Michigan. So potential for the Euro still 1 to 2, looking likely. And then as we get toward the Clipper system on Sunday into Monday, we're seeing another dusting or so of snow for Michigan. So the European also does coat Michigan in a few inches of snow there. And again, lake effect on the west side there is what's exaggerating those totals. So when all is said and done, perhaps 1 to 3 when you combine both systems. We're going to keep track of it. This is not a forecast, just a general idea. I know a lot of you guys are kind of wanting snow, itching to get it. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a hope. Maybe we can get some snow here over the course of 3 or 4 days in Michigan. But in terms of long term, we still see an active pattern into the end of January. So do stay tuned. A lot of Clipper systems moving through that could dump a few inches of snow at a time. And we're looking at 1 or 2 potential major systems as well by the time we get into February. So do stay tuned. We got 23 days left in January. Let's not lose hope, guys. With that being said, I want to end the video by saying if you guys have not followed, or if you guys have friends who live out of state in Indiana, we have just started our out of state operations page. As we expand our staff here, we're going to be able to cover more area without slacking on Michigan. So with that being said, if you guys would like to follow us on our affiliate accounts, we do have 2 of them. We have Indiana Storm Chasing Network, and we also have Great Lakes Storm Chasing Network on Facebook and both on YouTube. There, we'll be doing updates for you guys. So do stay tuned. And if you have friends and family who live out of state, feel free to let them know about the page. We're going to rock and roll this year, hopefully on 2 or perhaps more state accounts. With that being said, we're going to catch you guys later. I will see you guys maybe tomorrow or perhaps later today when you view this. But currently, again, Tuesday, we'll see you potentially Wednesday evening for another update video. You guys take it easy, stay safe, and travel safe if you are getting snow tonight into tomorrow.